Hello, hello. Alrighty. Welcome back once again. Don't really feel the need to do another long intro. We know what we're here for. It's more high hells. Okay, yeah. Death, everything's looking good. Cool. So yeah, we're here we are once again. It's funny, last week after stream, I was like, I'm getting real tired of playing this without any upgrades. I'm gonna start a Steel Soul run on my Switch, with upgrades, and see how far I get. And then I died in Biowater, like an idiot. So, the Silksong, I think I'm still very much in the state of just catching every L conceivable and imaginable. We're still learning. We're still having to get good. But a decent start for this first run. Managed to kill the charge guy without getting hit. Let's see if we can keep that up. Ooh boy, that was close. I'm waiting. I was like, once when the fly guy got off camera, I was like, I was afraid he was gonna throw his spear, but instead I'm Icarus too close to the sun. Just getting hit by these dudes because I don't have the movement. I should have claw lined through that. Oh boy, that was close. Oh, yep, they're doing that. You can't keep getting away with this. Hello, Gabe. How are you? Tired, but you're good? That's cool. I'm doing all right. I am not sure how this storm is gonna shake out. It's snowing down here in Georgia, which is a nice change of pace, but it's always a little sort of up in the air as to how badly everyone's gonna respond and how messed up the roads are gonna get come Monday. Hopefully, I will still be able to go into work because I forgot to take my laptop home with me. So if my boss sends out an email and is like, "Hey guys, it's gonna be work from home on Monday," that'll be an awkward conversation. We're supposed to get a few inches of tunnel wind. That's cool. Also, hello, Suited Bones on YouTube. How you doing? Yeah, we got a YouTube chatter. It's crazy. In the wild? Ay. Yeah, I was not paying attention. As soon as I lost like 3 health to the second wave, I just kind of zoned out a bit there. Yo, Twitch guy, what's good? Here we see the YouTube chatter in their natural element, making random comments, calling me a gooner, and then proceeding to never chat again. Yeesh. Okay, I swear I down dived there. We got a delay in YouTube? Oh, that sucks. I mean, all chat has a delay. But I really haven't taken a hard look at the settings. Once when I figured out that I could multi-stream, I was like, yep. Delays on YouTube, you say. Oh, it's only second behind Twitch. Okay. That's not too bad. I haven't set it to like ultra low latency. And I imagine that whatever setup that I have going that allows me to stream to both Twitch and YouTube probably puts YouTube as second banana, so I'm not surprised that there's probably a bit of delay. But as long as it's not, you know, unwatchable, I'm not really gonna lose sleep over it, because I average, I think, about 3 seconds of watch time for my YouTube streams. Like, people will dip in and be like, oh wow, this guy is really lame, and no one's here, dead stream, lol, and then leave. Ay, ay, ay.
Wow.
I saw your browser streamer. Interesting. Not sure when you'd see my browser, but sure, man. Ay, ay, ay. Just landed on top of that guy. What? I don't even know what you could possibly be referring. I'm actually, hold on, I'm not paying attention at this point. What the hell are you talking about, my guy? Like, OBS is doing fine. I mean, yeah, that shouldn't be changing anything because it's capturing the stream. I don't know. Oh, okay. Yeah. This is a very curious form of rage bait. It's just completely unsubstantiated. He searched Michael Jackson goon moves. What are you talking about, man? Like, this dude, bro, this is fascinating, an absolutely fascinating chatter in the wild. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Did not think I'd be hit by that. Well, that was an interesting. Certainly we're off to an interesting start for the stream. Never been accused. Yeah, what YouTube? Yeah, that the one singular guy in YouTube chat certainly is certainly in a league of his own. Keep it like that. But it would. If I was in any other... If I was doing anything else, I'd be able to engage with this a bit more earnestly. But, like... I'm trying to split attention between incredibly complex enemy movement patterns and... like, understanding what this guy's even trying to get at. truly, you are the hero. Not the hero we deserve, but the hero we needed. Okay, wait. Okay, hold on. What hit me there? Was that... I genuinely couldn't tell. Was that the grounded guy using his whip attack? Because that looked so far away. Huh. Wild. Ay. Mr. I have 1K hours in Silksong hasn't memorized the attack patterns from everyone. I've memorized attack patterns just fine, but when you layer them on top of each other, that's when things get, interesting. Like, enemies in this game respond very dynamically to your position. So it's very difficult to tell when enemies are going to do what, because sometimes they'll just kind of hop around for 10 seconds uninterrupted, and then proceed to just do like a Street Fighter combo. Okay, can I please hit this guy? Just one? Thank you. This guy's just, like, back-hopping every time I go for a swing. Ooh boy, that was close. Thank you. Can't multitask. That is so fast, yeah. No, I'm not getting any world records. I'm many things, but I'm not a speedrunner. I don't handle the stress of speedrunning super well. Like, I've thought about doing it before, but it's basically like my worst instincts in perfectionism comes out during speedrunning. The most I've been willing to put up with it is trying to play like 3D Sonic levels. I get super perfectionist playing those games because it's all about like hitting the exact timing and in button inputs in order to do certain skips, and like, you know, when I get in my head that I need to land certain, you know, skips or inputs in order to have a chance to continue, I get caught in this sort of restart loop, and I get really frustrated, and it's just not fun. So I prefer something that is just incredibly difficult, but has slow, gradual forward progress, and I can make as many mistakes as I want. Yeah, I also... Oh goodness, of course. Yeah, I'm having to remind myself of all of these guys' interesting little quirks when it comes to how they want to move and get closer to you. Oh, nice. Yeah, I haven't been keeping up with the inscription stuff, but glad you got to Act 3. How you liking the game so far? What? Okay, Bones, my guy. You're just... do you have, like, a dartboard? And you're just going like, okay, what are we talking about? Gooners, rage baiting, Hitler... Or, I'm sorry, a random German guy with weird mustache. I don't want to put words in your mouth here. I too regularly think about random German guy with weird mustache. Who is the singer? Oh, bro, it's not even 10 a.m. EST. Of course, any YouTube chatters are gonna be the the people with nothing else to do but to just say random out-of-pocket shit. The Germans kept multiplying. Is this is this guy a holdover from Gabe's stream? That wouldn't surprise me, considering I only post in your Discord. Actually, as a matter of fact, let me. No, yeah. YouTube chat equals Wild Forest. You must prepare for this. That's fair. I'm definitely. There's definitely a bit of a learning curve that I'm having to experience because most of my streaming experience has been just me screaming into the void. So I'm a bit out of practice in terms of the multitasking. Is that not what streaming is? It is, but, you know, there's screaming into the void, and then there's screaming into the void, and the void occasionally sort of screams back, who is Hitler, the singer? And, you know, that's a different experience, I'd say. Ay. Okay, can I please hit this guy? Thank you. And then they're screaming at your friends and they scream back. I mean, yeah, that's very different. Eventually, you know, figures and shapes start to crawl out of the void, and they start to resemble more and more like people. The longer they stay within your eyesight, until eventually you're pretty sure that they're human, probably. I mean, you only seen them online. Who's to say? They might just be a moth inside of a suit of armor. They cease to exist when I turn my computer off. Yup. Welcome to the internet. We all have, what is it? Object permanence issues. We all lacked object permanence. Nothing exists when we don't see it. Oh, where's... Bro, you, where's Chakra, or the old man with the ugly bug? I have actually found that Chakra and Garmond are so obnoxious and cause so much visual clutter that I'm better off not having them be in this arena at all. I might decide against that and go get Garmond because he is less obnoxious than Chakra in terms of visual clutter. But I don't know, maybe it's also a matter of pride, like, that I want to do this 100% of my own accord. I don't really care that much. But there was basically, when I was doing this sort of, not necessarily this exact run, but a test run off-stream, I did get Garmond, and there was exactly 1 or 2 times where his downward stab pushed an enemy into me, and I was like, never again. I'm not gonna get rage baited by NPC allies. If I don't have to bring, you know, Donald and Goofy alongside me, then I'm not gonna. Okay, they're literally on top of each other. That's great. Great, lovely. I love jumping in. I could go through Kingdom Hearts with just Beast, honestly. Please. Square Enix! Let me play through Kingdom Hearts with just Beast, and my life is yours. Okay. Jeez, that was very tight. I'm very lucky they didn't decide to all collapse in on me, because I was thoroughly stuck in that corner. I'll sell my soul to the corporate overlords. Yeah, that's how it feels sometimes. I mean, you know, coming from the Silksong community, the amount of people that got sacrificed on the Reddit in order to bring about the release date of Silksong, I think it got into the dozens at one point. So many accounts banned permanently from the subreddit just to appease the Team Cherry overlords. Okay. I haven't eaten it, need to make food. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not holding you hostage. Okay, we're ducking. I think I've gotten my rhythm back a little bit. We're ducking and weaving a bit better now. Oh boy, that was close. Nice. Oh, bro baited me. Bro was aiming downward and then threw horizontally. That sucks so bad. Okay, that guy's dealt with. Shocker. Shock. I don't find any of the bugs particularly attractive, I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, I know there certainly are people, there certainly are artists who are very talented in making them a lot more humanoid. And I'll leave it at that. But no, the art style doesn't really lend to a lot of detail. I think the only character with an actually, like, defined... I'm not even gonna get into this. I'm not kidding. Yeah, these guys have too much health. Or I just don't have enough nail damage, which is technically more true. But I say it that they have too much health. Can you... I don't even know who... Emo Mom... Like, which one? Who are you referring to, my guy? I don't really think there's a lot of emo characters in this game, really, at all. Not really that type of game. Oh goodness, I can't believe I accidentally pressed dive on that. That sucks. IRL? No. Finally, I guess finally. Took long enough for that guy to die. Ay. Can't believe I just ran into that. Again, it's a matter of they... Why am I a monster? What? You're a monster. How dare you not rate all your favorite like, goth women you've ever seen in your life. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, I almost didn't take damage out of that. That was actually kind of impressive. Oy vey. It takes so much patience to take these guys out. That's kind of the biggest thing is, like, is each enemy individually that hard to deal with? No, but once when they start overlapping attacks on top of each other, it becomes so slow to have a safe opening. Ay, 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 dude. Come on. I disagree with that hit. I was throwing my nail out. I should have clanked with one of those attacks. To me, the biggest problem with the Fly Knight isn't that his ranged projectile is too accurate. It's that it's not accurate. It's that he'll randomly just be like, yes, I'm going to aim above or below you. And you're like, oh, he's aiming at me. I'm going to try and move. And then he just predicts where you go. Or I guess like the game is able to read what direction you're currently holding in, so even if you're sort of strafing like this, that's enough to kind of be like, oh, at a certain moment, the enemy is deciding that you're gonna walk left, so it throws left. Okay, dude, haha, very funny. I'm not really gonna be answering those questions. If you're gonna keep asking them, I'm probably gonna ban you. Like, I feel like I'm talking. What's the name of that guy from JJK? The Boogie Woogie guy. I feel like he's just in my chat, just asking, what's your type of woman? And I'm not traumatized, more just like I'm not interested in having that be my background commentary is discussing these topics you're trying to bring up. Just not what I'm here to do, man. Slowly. You're just gonna whittle. Your plan is just whittle me down. Well, I hope you're a patient man, because I'm Baptist. I'm pretty well trained in not feeling comfortable talking about such things. Even the most innocent man has a wife. I'm not married, so no, not really. There are people who truly, it's just not a part of their lives yet. Not saying that I'm not interested, just not a part of my life, and I'm not really comfortable talking about it. You feel me? Another one then. Yes. Let's talk about other uncomfortable subjects. Let me flip open my catalog. What's your opinion on Minnesota? Let's talk politics. Yes. That's what I want out of my Silksong streamers. Let's talk current geopolitical matters. Nice. Wow. I love running into the cold embrace of of my enemy's armor. No, those are boring. Oh, that's good. because my response to politics would also be equally as boring, because I'm also not wanting to talk about that. I swear I have opinions. I'm just there are certain opinions I'm not going to talk about on stream. Are you old? No, I'm pretty young. I am bald though, so. Oh, come on. Can't believe I got contact damage by that. Yeah, not a caped, but a cloaked Baldy. I would say that I'm the One Punch Man, but given that I've died 114 times and these enemies are taking significantly more than one punch to kill, it's more like the 50 slash guy. I don't know. But yeah, the helmet helps keep the sun off of my delicate little skin. Can't get any, like, you know, skin cancer is a real pain, dude, because especially the top of your head, when you're normally supposed to have hair, and you don't have any, much more likely to get skin cancer there, because you never look at it. You know, you don't see the spots until it's already developed. So yeah, are you a lizard? No, I'm pretty warm-blooded. Do got some cousins that might be, but I don't know. Haven't talked to them in a while. Ay. Just got cornered. So you judge every... I don't think there are many warm-blooded snakes, my guy. No, judgment's a pretty strong word. Everyone, the judgments that I make of people are the judgments that everyone makes of everyone. I think that's... Okay, I have literally okay, hold on. My man threw that cogfly directly vertically down. I have literally never seen that before. That is absolutely wild. How? Those guys are so scuffed. Like, I genuinely have no idea how that, like, what their angle of throwing is and the logic behind it. I mean, I guess if I was to be called any snake, king cobras are kind of cool, so thanks, I guess? I don't know. Ay, I cannot get rid of this charging guy for the life of me because he's just being perfectly protected. Ay, dude. Ooh. Oh, come on. I can't believe I missed that jump. And just dove straight into that attack. That's a frustrating. Yeah, I'm aware that you're speaking in riddles, but believe it or not, I don't have the time or the bandwidth to try and decipher anything that you're saying. If you're speaking in pure innuendo, then you got me. There are too many circles of the internet for it to be like. It's kind of annoying to where people are like, oh, haha, you said a thing that is actually a dirty word, and it's like, sure, in your weird, messed up corner of the internet, I'm sure that is, you know, innuendo for something nasty. Hey, man, I'm not in your corner of the internet. I don't understand whatever dumb joke somebody made like 15 years ago on Tumblr, and then people developed into its own pseudo-language. Like... Sorry that I'm too normie to catch up on every possible hyper niche corner of blogs and Discord. Oh boy, that was close. Come on. Oh, okay. Yeah, I genuinely, my guy, you could be talking in pure innuendo, or you're just saying random nonsense, which I think is probably more accurate. I would not be able to tell the difference, and I was more just kind of, like, your nonsense babble is reminding me of the ways in which other people are like, oh, you don't know what this means? Oh, you're so innocent, and so, you know, I was like, oh, that actually means a dirty word, and that kind of discourse can be frustrating, but no, I'm just speaking to an actual lunatic. That's cool. Man meeting the same... Man meeting the same IQ or whatever with me is not... What the dude, I have... The worst part is that I can't really be that mad because I have friends who speak in a similarly incomprehensible manner over text. The difference is that you can actually spell, so that's kind of an improvement. But seriously, like, say what you just typed out loud. That doesn't make any grammatical sense, my guy. When is this guy gonna die? I can't microspace to save my life. There we go. Oh boy. Oh, that was... Did not expect that bounce on that bell. I would just completely dodge that by accident. Okay, we're gonna try and target this guy. Oh, you're kidding me. That was so close to the ground, I assumed it would be... It would have hit and despawned by the time I landed. That's so frustrating. It really sucks when they throw super close to the ground, but they don't actually hit the ground. Always throws me off. Oh, we're weaving. We're weaving. Ooh, that was tight. That was very cool. Yeah, I've been just constantly going back and forth. You target the charging guy first because he has the lowest amount of health and is just generally kind of frustrating. But then I've always kind of been up in the air whether I want to target the flying guy or the grounded guy. And I think the flying guy makes more sense because he takes more knockback from your hits, so it's easier to isolate him and then just kind of wail on him while the other guy is still on the other side of the room. Imagine no Cobra Tail. Again, man, you're either speaking in riddles or babble, and I'm assuming there's no sense to be made, and you're just speaking in absolute nonsense. If at some point you want to break down exactly everything that you've said and what it all means, I'm going to assume that you just made it up retroactively to justify the nonsense, but you know what? I respect the attempt either way. Return with a heated up factor meal. Our brother didn't eat it. Okay. That's neat. I've had a lovely conversation with Mr. Bones over here about cobras apparently. Yeah, Mr. Bones. Imagine Cobra Tail and yourself. Yep. I sure am imagining that. Oh, that got stuck in the ground. I can't believe... That's so frustrating. Nothing more annoying when these guys just do random bits of damage to you because you cannot... They happen to do a pattern that is literally unpredictable. I swear, I've lost... I was doing so well, man. This sucks. This absolutely sucks. I had 5 health going into this wave, and I've already lost 4. That is absolutely tragic. Did you know the King Cobra had the highest intellect of any snake? I did not know that. I didn't know that we were able to measure the intellects of snakes. Wow. I lost all of my health in that wave. And that last hit was absolutely disgusting. He threw to the left, it ricocheted off the wall, and went directly vertically down, which is like the one place that you're not supposed to get hit by those guys, is directly vertically down. That is absolutely infuriating. Oh, come on, dude. The perfectly horizontal ranged attack is so annoying. Because you assume that there's some angle that if you just run away farther from it. Dude, I'm... Ay-yi-yi, man. It was me. I brought the bad juju. No, you're good. This game is just I'm learning the depth of this game's complexity by having it just sort of death by death explain to me all of the various ways in which I can die. You know? Like, how would you know that you could die by a perfectly vertical cogfly being thrown directly at your skull if it doesn't happen to you? Otherwise, you'd make silly assumptions based off of, like, personal experience or something. Clearly. Clearly, how foolish of you. Twitch guy, did you notice something similar about the King Cobra in this streamer? What? No. Have it? Okay. Well, thank you, Gabe. I appreciate that compliment. I feel like Mr. Bones is very much the type of person to just have random snake facts and assume that everyone else knows them. It's like, oh, don't you know this hyper niche thing about the King Cobra that is in any way related to this one guy talking on the internet? You didn't? Well, don't you feel stupid? I do feel stupid. Yeah, that's how it feels sometimes. At my job, I was recently involved in helping our IT department work on an app that my warehouse needs. And I was sort of the liaison between, you know, the business people running the warehouse and the tech guys, because I know a little bit of programming and that kind of stuff. And once when they started sort of babbling to each other about how they were going to accomplish getting the data that we would send to and have it speak to our system, they were talking about Z packages and, like, you know, all I have never felt dumber in my entire life. It's like, I was hired explicitly so that I could try and translate some of the IT department's technobabble into comprehensible, like, words for my boss, and I was just so lost. Yeah, wait until you hear me babble on about leading and kerning. Yeah, the kerning is a word that I definitely have heard of before. I know it so well, but you know, just for the sake of Mr. Bones, why don't you explain it? Letting, okay. Okay, Mr. Bones said something, but I need to lock in. Aw, dang it, I wasn't locking in. Ay, that... Can't believe Bro. Firing squad from those freaking attacks, man, that's so frustrating. Hate me, guys. Hate me. King Cobra Tail is shaking and makes a lot of noises. You guys can't even crack the universe language. Oh, wait a second. The King Cobras don't make noise by shaking their tail. That's what rattlesnakes do. What the? Am I wrong? Sure. Wait a second. Kerning is the space between letters. Oh, that's neat. Letting is the space between lines of text that comes from the printing press days. Oh, okay. Neat. Graphic design is my passion. It is, yeah. Oh, they're called rattlesnake? Okay. Congratulations, Mr. Bones, you did it again. My man is successfully rage baiting me repeatedly, honestly. It's an intricate code. I can't believe you haven't caught on to it yet. What do you mean? What do you mean they're called rattlesnakes? This is great material. I run a D&D campaign, and I have a character called Trent the Eggman, and he sells chicken eggs. And I've been needing more material for absolute unhinged insanity, because I feel like I've been sort of resulting to my best Old Man McGucket impression, and that kind of wears thin after a bit. But Mr. Bones, thank you. I need to adapt some of this into new material. Next time my players run into Trent the Eggman. Okay, don't claw line those guys, because their hitboxes are super scuffed. But sometimes the urge to claw line just overwrites common sense. What do you mean these are snake eggs? No, my Trent the Eggman, maybe he should branch out into other types of eggs, but right now he's very much chicken eggs, because I haven't given him a stat block, but if I did have to give him a stat block, he'd be a very high level Swarmkeeper Ranger, with his swarm being a bunch of chickens. And he is currently given the party a couple of magic items that are essentially just polymorph, like the spell polymorph, but if you throw, they're in the shape of eggs, so if you break an egg on someone, it polymorphs them into a chicken. So they are called Trent's man into chicken from the egg, but not chicken from the egg for man. I think that's their official name. Man secretly level 20 NPC. He's not secretly a level 20 NPC. The players are well aware that Trent could take over the world at any point. Because he is not bound by laws of causality or meaning, because they are aware that this is the NPC that I bust out when I need to make a funny joke, or when I don't have a funny joke to make. But I'm trying to limit how many times I do use him. He's only appeared in the campaign canonically 3 times. Yeah, he's got toon logic, 100%. He's appeared non-canonically in, like, one-shots a couple of other times. And to this day, my brother's favorite moment from the campaign was not from any, like, actual session, but instead one of the non-canon one-shots, where they were playing a game of Keeps and Kender, which was just Dungeons and Dragons. It's one of those meta games where the characters were playing Dungeons and Dragons in Dungeons and Dragons, and Trent was sitting there at the table. Oh, we're just doing elevator. Oh yeah, I've got a playlist, a queue of a bunch of different music, and this is currently Donkey Kong Jazz, I believe. Dude, these guys are perfectly in sync to just cover each other. That's crazy. Makes 120 deaths that much more funny, yeah. I spent so long listening to the High Halls combat music before stream, and then when I started streaming this, I got sick of it almost immediately, and it's like, I'm not doing this for like 12 hours. So I've been putting on music for the past few streams. My Wi-Fi betrayed you? Oh. I was... That's unfortunate. Okay, I think it... Okay, yeah, I was like... I think I hit that one the most. Alright, time for the RNG check. How much health am I going to lose to these guys? Oh, that was close. Yep, perfectly vertical. We love to see it. Oh, come on, dude. That sucks. Bro, that... You should don't... Because you want compensation for the fact that your Wi-Fi got cut out? No. I can't... I almost died to that. That's crazy. Nope, don't greed with the double jump. Double jump is death. What? Okay, my computer... That sucks. Literally, my controller turned off, and I just walked into the guy. That's unfortunate. Wow. What do you mean, no? What I mean is, I am incredibly cheap. My... I made my own GIF file to you know, be a quote-unquote PNG tuber, in basically a slightly fancy version of Microsoft Paint that I traced from a picture of in real life scale armor. Like, do I look like I have money to you? Even if I wanted to give you money, which that's an entirely different conversation. I can't. I am cheap. I just have the skill to learn to make more complex things. Yeah. You're not gonna help me? You didn't love Jesus? You're streaming, but I'm not? Hey man, if you lived in my local area and you needed food, then that'd be a different story. Like, let's not blaspheme the Holy Bible and say that Jesus wanted you to give all of your wanted you to give your credit card number and the 3 digits on the back to a random YouTube chatter. That's not really in the Bible, my guy. I just need your bank information. Yeah, it's for Jesus. Yeah. Can you give your bank information for Jesus? Ay, ay, ay. Forgive this old man. Man, if that makes me if I'm an old man, what does that make Gabe? Can't believe you insulted her like that. Bro, that dude perfectly predicted I was gonna jump there. That's crazy. Love to see people calling you old means I'm ancient. I mean, yeah, it's kind of my opinion. It's like, I don't mind people calling me old because if it's like, by most people's standards, it's not true, and if it was true, it becomes way funnier. Like, I haven't, it's been a while since I've talked to, like, any teenagers, but my mom's a high school teacher, and I imagine if I tried to talk to some of her students, some of them would try and call me Unk, which would be so funny to me, because if I'm Unk, then, bro, there's some people who would be dinosaurs by comparison. I'm a pile of bones, yeah. Drinking alcohol under 10, not a bad idea. Sure, man. You and your rattlesnakes, have fun doing that. Actually, don't... Twitch terms of service I'm not up to date with. I'm not trying to promote committing a crime. Don't give children alcohol. Don't do that. Don't do school, stay in drugs. Something about that, something about that doesn't seem quite right. I don't know, I'm gonna have to take a close look at that. Oh, bro, that sucks. Dude, how is that? That gap is so incredibly small. When the guy close to me does the spin and the guy far away throws low, like, I'm having to thread a needle that is at, like, imagine trying to thread a needle, except your string is, or except your thread is as thick as the needle hole. Too late, I give 1 bottle of vodka to a random kid on the road. Dang. Rip to that kid, I guess. Oh, bro. Dude backed away perfectly in order to cause me to whiff that dive. That sucks. This Factor meal fucking sucks. Bro, that's the thing. Factor has such good marketing, and the meals are so aggressively mid. Like, we really did just, you know, it really did take a global pandemic for us to just reinvent box meals, like TV box dinners. It's like, oh, but they're, you know, they're organic, they're natural, they're, you know, they're diet approved. It's like, bro, this stuff's mid. Like, it's not like, maybe it's just the smell of like cooked plastic that when you heat it up the microwave. I feel like maybe that's sort of the problem, is that people, if you just like peeled off the Factor meal, put it on a plate, and then put that in the microwave, it'd be better. The only great thing is there's Chipotle salmon. I dream, yeah. There's some Factor meals that I've enjoyed, but like, yeah, it all just kind of blends together for me. Salmon and milk together sucks? Yeah, I'd imagine so. Ooh, that was close. Dude, that's so impossible to try and dodge. Ay. I'm honestly impressed I only managed to lose 1 health in that. That was such a tight pattern. Some useful tips: don't worry about respawn after dying. Man, thanks. I think after 124 deaths, I might have picked up on that, but thanks for really spelling it out for me. What do you mean the customer wants 28 different things and didn't put them in different orders? Sounds like some of the work that I have to deal with. I don't deal with my warehouse's orders directly, but I hear horror stories about last-minute additions and, you know, just the customer not knowing what they actually want and then needing things because they're, you know, they have to meet a deadline. It's just, you know, customer service is always a nightmare. I'm lucky to have a position that does not actually directly interface with most parts of that process. I'm just the logistics guy here to help out the efficiency. So I hear everyone. I get to hear everyone else complain about it, but I don't have to deal with it directly. Yeah, you just make the things. Yeah, that's kind of the position that that my warehouse guys are in, where it's like, you know, it's all just work to them, but their manager is the one who's getting stressed because he's the one who's having to whose reputation's on the line for meeting deadlines, you know? It's like, why can't you get your guys to do this in time? And it's like, well, if you change the deadline, if you change the parameters at the last possible minute, then I can't meet deadlines. Because you're taking the goalposts and moving to the other side of the field. I always loved that that rant from Atlas in BioShock 1. Every time we get a yard ahead, Ryan goes and takes the goalpost and moves it to the other end of the bloody field. Oh boy, that was close. You need to finish BioShock? You certainly do. Oh, bro, the high jump at the perfect time. That sucks. Hey, 125 deaths. Yippee! Have you ever heard of banana pizza from Sweden before? No, I haven't heard of banana pizza. I've heard of pineapple on pizza, and that's alright. I'm actually one of those few people who doesn't have a particularly strong opinion about pineapple on pizza. I'll eat it if there's no other pizza, but I don't care for it that much. I'd never ask for pineapple on pizza. I don't think pizza is improved with pineapple on it, but I don't think it's ruined by it. Oh, dude. Okay, that is a perfect example. Like, my man was aiming upwards and then threw horizontally. What a liar. Hold on. What did Automod ban? Oh, bro, if your opinion of me hinges on whether or not I like pizza, yeah, that's entirely true. People get way too weird and tribal about pineapple on pizza. Like, I think it was just sort of a thing where people just hadn't been exposed to it, and then they reacted viscerally, and then other people reacted to that reaction, and then it just sort of cascaded. But yeah, I've never heard of banana on pizza. I don't think that'd be terrible, but at the same time, I'm just not a big fan of, like, sweet, sort of, like, fruit things on my pizza. I prefer my pizza to tomato. Tomato's the only fruit I really want on pizza. That's kind of it. Everything else, it either came from, it's either like meat from an animal, it's either more cheese, which is milk from a, cow or a goat, or it's vegetables. So like onions, maybe peppers if I'm feeling it. I'm not a big fan of mushrooms, so. And mushrooms certainly are not plants nor animals, they're mushrooms. My favorite is barbecue chicken pizza with onions and pineapple. That's certainly interesting. I've never been a big fan of, like, barbecue chicken. Like, I love barbecue. I love barbecue sauce on, like, pork. But not so much chicken. Yeah, look at you being able to put pepperoni on your pizza. Yeah, I also love Italian sausage. That's my favorite topping. I like having multiple types of pork on my pizza. Ha ha ha. Bruh. Pineapple plus pizza equals 2 Italians screaming behind the kitchen. I mean, yeah, I've never been around. I don't know too many like people who are like Italian and grew up in Italy, but I imagine that their understanding and their opinions on pizza are very, very different than an American's. Oh, that was so clean. If we can just manage to not get screwed over by this guy, that'd be great. Thanks. Oh, that's nice. To be fair, every culture has their own version of pizza. Yeah, no, like, I think truly pizza has become something that is its own thing. Like, sure, Italy will always have the OG and kind of have, like, sort of that type of authenticity value to it. But Italian-style pizza is not my style of pizza. You know, I'm definitely more, like, not necessarily not thin crust, but, New York style, just classic American pizza is sort of my preference. I'm not big on deep dish. It's fine. I actually haven't really had enough deep dish to have a super concrete opinion on it. Yeah, imagine There is a reason why I am not doing this on Steel Soul, because my patience would be so razor thin if I got to high hulls multiple times and just wasn't able to perform. Maybe one day, years from now, I'll do this exact same run on Steel Soul, but genuinely, it's going to take years. Like, no upgrades is not how this game was designed to be played. The devs were the devs are very consistent about like, hey, if you're struggling, you need to get more upgrades. You need to find like more tools, more abilities. So intentionally ignoring that advice makes this game difficult on a level that well warrants 125 deaths, believe it or not. Ooh, that was close. Oh, I shouldn't have. I probably should have jumped instead of trying to hit him there, because that was really tight. Oh, dude, of course. Bro, these guys are so frustrating. Like, the bell throwers are the most cowardly enemies in the game. Or they're the second most cowardly enemies in the game. The most cowardly are the spitters from putrefied ducks. But like, these guys just constantly backtrack and fly away. And their projectile is so deceptively simple. It's like, oh, but it's so slow, you can hit it back, and like, but no, dude, it's a menace, because it lasts, it lingers forever. It's like Piranha Plant's Patooey. If Piranha Plant could throw 2 Patooies in quick succession. Like, it's just awful. Did you know you can jump higher than a skyscraper? IRL or in-game? Because in-game, yeah, with the right upgrade in Act 3. Because guys... Okay. You got that. That's a good one. I actually have never heard of that one. I've never heard of that before. That's pretty good. Okay, I'm stuck in the corner. I need to get out of here. Oh, that was close. Okay, okay. Play it slow. Play it slow. This is the penultimate round. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it should be. And then after this is the two bell clappers. Bro, I was so dumb. That was so dumb of me. I was getting panicky. I was getting panicky for no reason, because I was like, this dude's, like, trapping himself in the corner. He's gonna throw the corner at the weird angle. And I'm gonna die. And as a result, I just dashed right to try and lure him into the middle. And I just ran into the projectile he was throwing. That's so dumb of me. Absolutely tragic. Did I take a death there? I can't remember.
Oh!
Okay, cool. I'm glad that I finally have people who can tell me if I did the funny death counter or not, because there have definitely been points in this stream series where I'm very, very well could have missed a death counter or two, or maybe accidentally overcorrected and did a double. I'm just simply too lazy to go back and check. I checked. You counted after you die. I checked for you. Okay. Uh huh. Ay.
Wow.
What color is Dance Party? I guess like a pink. Like I'm trying to think of like what I associate with disco colors aside from just chrome. I guess sort of like a neon pink or something, like sort of a magenta maybe. What color is ice cold? Well, you know, probably like a light blue. Like when you say ice cold, I think of Gatorade like Frost Glacier Freeze, and that's just kind of a light blue. So probably go with that. Another spoiler, useful ending tips. You can hit enemies with your needle. Holy shit, this thing's called a needle. I didn't know that. Bro. I can't believe I went for the like, the dude jumped for the interception, like, get down, Mr. President levels of... That's so frustrating. The jump attack is easily the most annoying attack that this guy has. One of the most annoying attacks in the game, in my opinion. Like, it just interrupts everything, and it's so fast, because he has jump squat. I'm not saying that it's instant, but... if the animation isn't so dang subtle that it's... You just kind of have to be watching him directly, and if there's any other enemy on screen, you can't be watching him directly because there's other enemies to worry about. Ice Cold is a blue swirl pattern on a... Okay. Again, like, once when you get into, like, swirls and, like, you know, adding multiple colors, it's like, I can't interpret. You know, that could mean anything. It's like, oh, what does Twister Blue mean? And it's like, oh, what color is a Twister? Gray?
Wow.
Of course. Bro did all three enemies did some form of lunge attack. That's actually wild. It's like I positioned myself to bounce off of one guy, but actually I needed to instead back away from the second guy, but that didn't give me enough room to hit from the third guy. Like, they just perfectly sequenced each other to just make it any commitment based off of the first attack. It inevitably resulted in getting hit by the third. Straight up Melania, waterfowl dance levels of BS. Yeah, there's no codes for swirls, it's just go by whatever the website, like, whatever arbitrary thing the graphic designer before you decided was correct when naming things. I want to raise. Don't we all? Did you know Albert Einstein can't eat steak for an interesting reason? Because he's dead? Man. You got me.
Wow.
Did you know that Hornet can't eat steak for an interesting reason? Because she's 130 times dead. Man, Gabe must be dead then. That's crazy. You are dead. Not a big surprise. Dude, I can't believe I whiffed that. That's on me. That's 100% just I can't aim this stupid dive attack to save my life. Literally, I've died enough times from it.
Wow!
Man's out here not creasing their Jordans. Dude, again, like, you get pincered by these guys and they go for an attack and it's like, well, GG, I committed to the apparently incorrect option. If only I had the ability to see into the future, I wouldn't have made that choice. Oh, dude, I'm washed. Absolutely miserable interaction. Cool. Dude, I can't believe that bell thrower. 1 health left. That sucks so bad. Ay. I can't believe... Dude, that's... Out here taking dumb damage. I mean, the dumb damage is inevitable. It just kind of happens sometimes. Ideally, I don't want dumb damage to tilt me so hard that the entire run is washed, but sometimes you just kind of have to take it. Ay, dude. Can you guys, like, get some healthy separation between you two guys? Jeez, man. Just on top of each other non-stop. Heyo. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. What is the hittable subject Team Cherry removed from a Steel Soul? Only Steel... you can still find it in normal mode. I don't know what exactly you're talking about, my guy. There is content that is locked behind Steel Soul, and there is content that is exclusive to normal mode. Mostly, what's that guy's name? It's like, has something to do with either Sphinx, like the river Styx. Yeah, it's Styx. His name is Styx. He's an NPC that's in normal mode that he is not present in Steel Soul because he's responsible for giving you Soul Eaters. Ay, dude. Hate it when that happens. I missed that. Whiffed. Okay. Your cocoon. Oh. Yeah, that's fair. So you said, okay, that's what happens. I think you're probably, I imagine you're on mobile and you're dealing with autocorrect. It autocorrected to subject, but you probably meant to say object, and that makes a lot more sense. If you said hittable object, I might have been able to... Well, if I'm playing like that, I'm not sure I would have been able to put it together. But, yeah, a hittable object that was removed is the cocoon. Okay. See ya, Gabe. How much this guy has to die with this one. Thank you. Yeah, I figured. I mean, again, it's also, you know, early in the morning. I imagine most people who are on YouTube at this time aren't booting up their PC just to scroll. Oh boy, that was close. Ay. There we go. Okay, shouldn't have tried to jump there. I'm very lucky I didn't get hit. Oh boy. Oh, that was close. First thing coming to your mind after hearing travel? I don't know, road trip, traveling to Europe. I have recently, in the past, like, year and a half, I've been to Europe twice, which is a lot more than I ever thought I would, considering I spent most of my life never traveling out of country. So it was kind of crazy to go to Europe on 2 different trips in relatively quick succession. But yeah, Europe's fun. It's very pretty. But it's, I don't know, I feel like a lot of Americans are like, oh man, I'd love traveling to Europe. Every time I go, it's like, it's so great, you know, I don't know. It's neat. I'm pretty content to not go back to Europe for a very long time. I feel like I've seen enough. There's a lot more of my country that I'd want to visit first. The first thing that popped up in my mind is to finish the game as quickly as possible. Yeah, that's fair. I'm definitely taking my sweet time here. Dude, that bounce is diabolical, man. He threw it left and then it bounced right. I didn't even know that was possible, man. Absolutely diabolical. That throw, again, is like when he aims up but throws down. Evil. Evil, evil man. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That bounce, man. Evil. Okay, let's get out of that corner. Thank you. Oy vey. Okay, just got cornered very quickly there. Thank you. Physics makes everything better, including the female character. Wait a second. Yeah, sure, man. Dude, oh my goodness, that was so fast. The turnaround on that? I've never seen that enemy go for a multi-slash, back up, and then multi-slash, like, immediately afterwards. I was not expecting that. That was crazy. Disappointing, because I usually don't die to those enemies, but it happens. Yeah, I was playing way too aggressive. I needed to back up. Or get out of that corner, more accurately. If I backed up, I would have backed up into the other guy. Dude, that's brutal. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Do you know the hornet can stay longer in the air other than bugs? Yeah, she can glide. I truly don't know who's the dumber person in this conversation, man. Is it me or is it you? I think it's you. But maybe it's me for interacting. Talking about Ira. Of course you are. How silly of me. Don't I feel foolish? I mean, I already am foolish. Well, yeah, I'm foolish for multiple reasons. One is that I just died to the guy that I almost never died to, and then the other thing is that I'm throwing myself at this arena. I think I had like, what was it, 60 or so deaths going in here, so I've over doubled the amount of deaths just in this arena alone, which is absolutely wild. That sucks. Bro is predicting the future. I'm just gonna, you know what? We're just gonna wipe and just try that one over. Ay, ay, ay. Dude, that jump. My man was covering so much horizontal distance with that jump. That was crazy. Maybe Chakra or that old man. Yeah. Honestly, you know what? That's fair. Let's call. Let's see. We're almost 2 hours in. I'll say if I get up to 150 deaths, I'll take a detour to go get Garmund, because getting Chakra involves buying all of her maps and doing the last her final quest, which is gonna take a while. But maybe I need the break. I don't know. I'll get Garmund first. Can I have both of them? I genuinely don't know if you could have both of them. If you can, that'd be neat. Okay, yeah. I'm mad. I'm just throwing myself at these guys for no reason. Wow, bro sniped me with that one. That's impressive, honestly. Dude, that was such a horrible sequence of getting baited and, like, almost trying to go in, and then when I finally commit, just nothing happens, and I get nothing off of it. That sucks so bad. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if you could get both of them in the arena at the same time. I would almost feel like they... Surely not, right? Like, that'd be too crazy. But maybe. I don't know. Which one? I haven't played Nine Souls. I own it, but I haven't played it yet. Probably once when I finish... If I finish this challenge run, I'll go into Nine Souls and do that for the first time. But I've heard that Nine Souls is tough, but also that it centers so much around the parry that if you just play into it and get good at parrying, then the game isn't that difficult. But that's just what I've heard. Yep. I was trying to contest that, and you can't contest that dash. It's just like the frustrating thing about those enemies is that there's really not much you can do aside from just do hit and run tactics, because you can't bully them. They are so big and heavy that their hitbox will just collide with you. Okie dokie. Okay, I was very much gambling that I was keeping track of the right guy and I'd kill him before I got pincered. But I'm starting to learn that maybe this second wave I can get through it a lot quicker and maybe even a lot cleaner by just trying to focus down one of them super aggressively at the start and risk getting pincered a little bit in order to do it. It's a different type of risk because I feel like letting them group up, they start. If they get unsynced and they're on top of each other, then they perfectly cover each other's, downtime. And it becomes so slow to wait for an opening, and I get impatient and get hit. So it's a different type of risk. It's aggressive risk rather than passive risk. Dude, that was diabolical. I can't believe he threw it directly down. Ooh, that was close. Thank goodness. Oh yeah, he kept doing that. I like the ground wave attack because it is really slow and gives me opportunity to sort of weave in a bunch of hits. But when he does it multiple times in a row, I get antsy for what he does next. Because if he follows it up with something fast, then I feel like I'm getting mixed by a CPU, which is never a good feeling. Have you heard of Heron Zumi before? No, I haven't. What's that about? What hit? What? What hit me? What lingering hitbox was there? Was it a bell? I genuinely don't know what hit me there. That's crazy. some not copyrighted music. Okay. Yeah, I don't really care that much about like copyright and ad revenue. Like I'm so small, it doesn't even matter as long as the streams don't get like taken down because of the music. I couldn't really care less. And I generally haven't found too much trouble with just like jazz remixes of Nintendo songs. Obviously, you run risk when you run Nintendo songs themselves because their lawyers are very protective. But I don't know. I like listening to what I like to listen, and this music has helped keep me calm in circumstances that would otherwise be rather frustrating. Oh boy. Bro, I can't believe that. That is so... Dude. That sucks. Bro hit me with a very fast movement. Like, I just didn't expect him to move that much, and then he just touched me with the top of his stupid little helmet. And then I was so mad I wasn't paying attention to the other guy, and I just got hit by the multi-attack. Like, it's stuff like that, man, that just really... really drains me of the will to keep trying, because it's just like one tiny little, like, oh, the CPU decided that they're just gonna keep holding forward and hit you with their body, and there's not much you can do about it. Because they don't do that 90% of the time, but 10% of the time, you're just going to take a hit, because you need to play around a pretty small, area of attack. Hornet doesn't have a super long range with her needle. Like, especially comparing her body size to the knight's size. Like, her weapon attacks, the width and length of her needle strikes are just so much smaller. And it's annoying. Whereas in Hollow Knight, you could really keep yourself safe by just kind of keep continuously swinging, because you had such this wide area that you were swinging around. Dude, that's so frustrating. I'm playing aggressive and dumb. Alright, let's see if we can get to the bell clapper. Dude, look, that... I shouldn't have dashed. I should have just... When I realized that both of them were doing attacks simultaneously, I should have just jumped and held to the right instead of trying to dash. That's a bad habit that I need to get better about breaking, is deciding when I have to dash and when I am dashing just for the sake of consistency. But even still, it feels so bad when the normal route of dodging becomes like impassable. just because of random circumstance. And it's just like, yep, these two enemy attack patterns lined up, so the normal way that you can deal with this is now impassable. Your chat is filled with gooners, and they're saying sus things, but they're loyal fans of you, make you happy. They talk funny stuff. Do you gonna ban them all, or I mean, if I did decide to ban them, it'd become a very quiet stream, considering the only person talking did say some pretty sus things at the beginning. Dude, oh, the turnaround on that attack was so fast, man. I was getting greedy, but still. Sometimes it feels like there's just no delay. They just immediately send it. Dude, I can't believe I got hit by that second attack. I should have known that it was coming. Yes, I'm a member of the Goofy Gang from a YouTube channel. Okay. Interesting. Ay, ay, ay. Yes, just stay in this corner. Thank you. Good man. Come on. I ran into that. Oh, that's so frustrating. I hate it when I do that. I feel like an absolute fool. I need to stop dashing over that. I just need to try and be a bit more conservative about when I go for that dash. Oh, that was a weave. Alrighty. At least we made it to the bell clapper. Dude, that sucks. I have a theory you're now playing yeah, I am playing a song with Silk in it. But hey, that's just a theory. Dude, where is the opening? Where can I hit any of these guys? Dude, that pattern is probably the most brutal if you don't kill one of the bell throwers, like, within the first 10 seconds. Because they play so defensive, and the ground guy has such variation in what he's able to do. It is impossible to get anything done with that wave. It is, that's so ridiculous, man. Dude, oh my goodness, that bell freaked me out because it bounced in such a way that it was almost hitting me, and then I just wasn't paying attention to the spear thrower. That sucks. Man, thank you. That's a perfect encapsulation. Playing Silksong without healing is pretty difficult, not gonna lie. You know, I believe you. I believe that you're not lying, man. I'll take your word for it. Dude, oh, that's brutal. And again, no healing is one thing. It's really the fact that every one of these enemies is taking literally 10 hits to kill. It's really just kind of what's doing you in. Because I've beaten high halls with some tools and some upgrades. Not like full kit. But, like, I've done a no healing high halls run before. That's not the real ball kicker. It's the fact that I just don't have the damage or the range. Like, you also notice that I don't have a Silk skill equipped, even though, technically, in order to progress, you have to pick up at least Silk Spear. So, if I just had Silk Spear, that would also be a pretty big difference maker. In terms of my ability to just burn through some enemies quickly. Like, the Bell Thrower, hit him 2 times, and then land a Silk Spear, he's dead. Right? But I don't, because I'm not using any upgrades, I'm not using any upgrades. The only movement upgrades, because those have to be required, and I can't exactly turn them off. Like, it's just kind of, you know, frustrating. Because all of my options are nothing. My options are the base moveset and nothing else. Okay, how do I... Dude, literally they just put me in a corner and beat the shit out of me. What the hell? How are you supposed to get out of that? Like, there was no gap. Dude! How? I hit... He was countering, I hit him, and I still took damage. How? I hit him with my needle. That should have triggered his parry. We should have clanked. Like, why did he still have an active hitbox? That's so dumb. Of course, yeah. Dude, oh my goodness. I'm getting mad. I'm getting straight up pissed. Dude, oh my goodness.
Oh!
Tips, don't get hit by the enemies. Thanks. Damn. Obviously. Oh, why didn't I see that before? Oh, man. I feel like such a goober. Just don't get hit by the enemies. Oh, man. I didn't know that. Thought I was just dying for no reason. I thought Horner was just getting tired. Okay, that sucks. That sucks, dude. Come on, man. Bro, these wave ones, on one hand, it's always that thing of, like, you kind of want the really hard wave to be early so you're not just wasting time. And then you get to the super difficult wave and then you die after, like, you know, minutes of trial. But at the same time, there's nothing more disheartening than losing 4 out of 5 masks in the first out of either 10 or 11 waves. It's... Dude, oh boy. That was tight. Ooh, can't believe I dodged that. At a certain point, you gotta find the strength within you to believe that even though I lost 4 of my masks on the first wave, that I have the ability to make it to the final one and beat this. Like, sure, the odds of doing a no-hit for the rest of these waves is monumental, but it's possible, and you gotta believe in that possibility. Otherwise, why are you bothering? You know, just give up and just start fresh. Come on. Dude, oh. I wasn't paying attention to that guy. Goodness. Alright, well, I said at 150 we're gonna break to go try and get Garmond. I don't think it takes much to get him. I think you just have to fight him up above the Chamber of Secrets or whatever it's called. Coral Chambers. What are they called? With the Whispering Vaults. That's what they are. I called it the Chamber of Secrets. Ooh boy. Got a jumpy boy up here. Whew. I can't read that right now, hold on. Hold on. Did you know that IRL bugs didn't really have a brain IQ to create architect robots like in the Silksong Hollow Knight? Dang. So, man, I really thought that they would. Imagine an ant in an ant-sized mech suit. That'd be crazy. What would it be made out of? Like dirt? Like an anthill? Find some way to mechanize dirt and have it, you know, create joints and you know, pistons and servos. I did just have a thought that, like, yeah, no healing is definitely hard. Imagine no taking damage. Like, imagine a damageless run of High Halls with no upgrades. Like, I know people have already done damageless runs of High Halls. Like, it had to have already happened. Okay, these guys are hitting exactly where I'm jumping. That's really upsetting. Dude, what the heck? That's so frustrating. Like, of course they take... Okay. Okay. I was trying to have some point of conversation, and... that sucks. Okay. What I was trying to say was... Goodness. I know people have already done no hits of High Halls, but they've certainly, you know, aren't as crazy as I am, and they just use probably like Architect's Crest and just like a crazy builds to just kill everything from afar. If the inside of an ant's filled with acid liquids, how do they live? They're resistant to acid, obviously. Acid is just a relative term. Some things are more or less acidic. Some things are more or less acidic to different things. You know, it's all just funny terminology. I think there's a popular quote. I don't know who said it, but it's like the dosage is the poison. So I feel like in a similar way, the acidity is the amount. Like the acidity is kind of a relative term. No, ants have, I mean, they don't have like a fully structured brain, but they have neurons. They have eyes that see, and therefore eyes necessitate something that can process the information that the eyes are, you know, the light that the eyes are taking in. So ants have to have something akin to a brain, even if it's not the exact structure of one. Yeah. But like as an example, one random fact that I know is that spiders, like the legs of a spider, you know, you think of a spider's leg, they're incredibly small. They don't actually have any muscles in their legs. Instead, they just have a singular what's it called? The thing that blood travels through. Artery? Yeah, they have a single artery. That doesn't sound right. Whatever, we're gonna roll with it. They basically have a single artery that they pump blood into, and then the blood extends their leg. And so that's how they move, by just pumping blood into different legs, and then retracting it. How about the snails? I don't know how snails work. They're a mystery. They're like mushrooms. So I've noticed that he can actually act really fast after his jump attack. Like the uncharged jump attack, he acts really fast out of that. Dude, that sucks. I think I'm focusing a little too hard on the bell thrower. Like, I need to actually look at the other enemies, because I'm just taking unnecessary damage. Because I'm trying to just burst that guy down when, like, he's getting swarmed. I don't know if it's, like, how it's programmed, but it really does feel like the bell throwers, cause other enemies to be more defensive and protective of them. Like, I don't know if that's true or it's just coincidence, but, like, that's what it feels like, man. Ammo guys might be beetles. Maybe. I mean, Team Cherry has never been super precise on, like, what the bugs actually are and making real-life parallels. Like, even ones that are meant to be pretty obvious parallels, like Dung Defender. You know, surprise, dung beetles don't actually use their legs to form dung balls. They use their horns. And Dung Defender makes the dung balls with his, like, mandibles. Or not his mandibles, his forearms. Rather than using the tiny little horns that are at the top of his head. And also, dung beetles obviously have much bigger horns, because they use that to roll up dung balls. So, Team Cherry's never been super precise about bug anatomy, and it's pretty clear they don't care. It's meant to be just kind of a loose inspiration and not much else. Dude, oh my gosh, that was a perfectly vertical bell throw. I can't believe it. That's so obnoxiously annoying. It's stuff like that, where it's like everything has an arc and a curve and an angle until it doesn't, and then it's just screw you. Like, what the heck, man? Yeah, I mean, I think the bug aesthetic is interesting, but I wouldn't want them to have them feel constrained to be, like, anatomically correct. 'Cause at the end of the day, it's a fantasy game. I don't need my bug, like... And it's a fantasy game where the bugs are anthropomorphic. Like, there's gonna be some concessions made in order to give them the ability to, like, hold a needle. Bugs can't do that. And if they can, I'm immensely more scared of bugs than I was before. Okay, I can't... Have they traded place? Yeah, they have. Nope, shouldn't jump there. Dude, oh my goodness. What the hey, man? That angle was so shallow. That was ridiculous. Ay, 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 man. You think you're safe, and then... It's just so... The variation on those enemies is so, like, crazy. Potential thousands of different ways they could throw one of the cogflies at you. Because it's also dependent on where the cogflies are, which also has a lot of weird variation that's hard to keep track of. Oh my goodness, dude. Please jump. Like, I'm waiting for this guy to jump, because I know as soon as I try and get over him, he's gonna jump. Dude, oh my goodness. I hate that jump so much. It's so frustrating, man. Stop jumping, you turd. Bro, that bell bound. Oh my goodness. I'm getting... I feel like the last couple of runs have just been marked by some of the crummiest luck. Like, I don't know. Am I causing it? Am I somehow aligning all of the variables so that I'm consistently getting just absolutely dog water bell bounces and patterns and, like, combos? Or is it just I've hit a really bad, like, rough streak and I'm mauling? Because, like, I just got cornered by those guys in a way that I didn't see a way to get out of there cleanly, so I just had to take the hit, which sucks. Dude, oh my goodness. Something about those guys just every now and then will throw out the fastest back-to-back in a way that I'm just not expecting at all. I don't know. Like, on some level, I'm not fully paying attention. I'm just going by muscle memory because I need to react faster than visual. Like, I need to go by instinct and not reaction. But, like, dude, some of these patterns are brutal. Team Cherry hates us. I mean, they made an incredibly difficult game and was like, oh, but it's fine because we give you damage upgrades and we make this more tolerable if you just do all these extra little steps in between. And then crazy, stupid people like me go, well, what if I didn't do any of those extra steps and I just tried to take on your hardest challenges? Just with nothing. Literally nothing. And so, yeah, I'm complaining and I'm suffering. And I could argue that there is some flaws in the enemy design because, like, yeah, it's hard to predict them sometimes. It's hard to do XYZ based off of how they act and how I'm supposed to react. it can all be very frustrating and annoying, but ultimately, 99% of people shouldn't be experiencing what I'm experiencing because they're not, like, tying all of their limbs behind their back. And so a lot of the grievances that I have found with these enemies has been a result of having to spend so long with them. Most people don't notice it. They just go, man, that was a tough fight, and never think about it any deeper ever again. I am cursed with this knowledge, and I guess anyone who's watching this is also cursed to a much lesser extent. Of just seeing all of the various ways that these guys can coordinate and gang up to absolutely ruin your day. I'm dumb enough to beat Silksong with 1 HP on Steel Soul. You're saying, are you, like, 1 HP, like, at the end of the fight? Or 1 HP, like, throughout the entire run? Because if you're saying that you beat Steel Soul without ever taking damage, then hats off to you, man, because that's a whole other league. Dude, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I'm molding. I'm coping and seething and molding. Wait, you're 90 hours straight, 12 attempts? Holy crap, dude. I'm gonna have to check. Do you have that on YouTube? Did you record it? Because if you did, then I'm gonna have to check that out, man. That's crazy. Dude, oh, goodness.
Oh.
Alright, well, that's 150. Fastest way, yeah. Oh, it's gonna be so weird looking at something that's not high halls. Oh, right, there's other parts of this game. Ah, dang. That sucks. The challenge that you lost to your brother? Oh, were you and your brother like racing or something? Oh, cool. Yeah, I have a brother, but we don't play a ton of the same games. Like he likes shooters and things that are a bit less intense. He also really likes Satisfactory and sort of he's an engineer, so he likes those type of games. But I have suggested that he plays Hollow Knight. He's considered it, but I don't think he's probably going to do it on his own accord. But he and I actually have a deal He's been raving about this book series called The Expanse, and he's been wanting me to read it for, like, a really long time now. And so we agreed that if I read the first 2 books of the series, then he'd play BioShock, because that's a game series that I also love a whole bunch. And he's never played them. Partially the reason why he's never played them is that he's watched me play them so much that he feels like he's already experienced them start to finish. So once when I finish this second book of The Expanse, which is really good, I'd also recommend that, by the way. He's gonna go on to play BioShock. Bro, I'm back in high halls. I can't believe it. Hate those bell throwers with every part of my soul. I despise those bell throwers. I thought Garmon's supposed to be here. Normally, the last time I did this, he showed up here when I went out of the room and went back in. Interesting. Have I not talked to him yet? Maybe I need to talk to him? I don't know the exact trigger to get Garmon to show up. I know that I think you have to talk to him inside the Citadel. And then he'll show up here, and then you can challenge him. But I don't know the exact trigger. Or maybe... did I do things out of order? I don't think I did. Yeah, because he's not here. So he's not... I can still potentially get him as an ally. I just don't know where he is. I don't know. Maybe I need to do the pin quest. I'm just kind of thinking out loud here. I'm not really sure. What quests do I have that are active? Okay. Yeah. Have I not talked to him at all? Did I skip Greymore entirely? Is he still... I don't think that'd be the case. But I guess it wouldn't hurt to check. Go to Greymore, see if Garmon's there, but I don't think he is, I'm gonna be honest. Oh. Hello, Haji Palin. Thanks for the follow. Can I just cheese this guy by just doing this? Do you think playing Silksong on mobile is more difficult than controller keyboard? I'd have to imagine so. Also, that sucks. I wouldn't really know. I play on controller almost exclusively. I don't really know. I don't really think I have to fight Morwing, but it's just something to do. So the change of pace, I guess. Certainly never fought him without upgrades or healing before. Yeah, that's on me. I'm big dummy. Oh goodness, I can't believe I got hit by that one on the turnaround. That's crazy. Man, this guy's got a ton of health, especially for a boss that you're supposed to fight before you even get a first damage upgrade. This guy has a ton of health. Oh, there we go. Where did my cocoon go? Did I already hit it? I guess I did. Alright, but let's see. I don't think Garmon should be here. But yeah, that's where he normally is. But he's not, so presumably he'd be in the Citadel somewhere. Did I start the... I think I do. I think it's a requirement in order to get to Act 3 to do the Crawbug clearing quest. So I might as well at least proc it so that I can potentially, next time I'm running through Greymoor, take out some craws. Or did I? Oh, I already drank. Oops. Yeah, no, I already procced it, so I just need to let... Okay. I'm dumb. Oh. Oops. So, I guess now we're just gonna run around the Citadel and, Do you agree with aliens or living beings on other planets? I'm generally skeptical when it comes to aliens. I listen to some people who are pretty confident that they have, like, logistically, there's, you know, the size of the universe and all that sort of stuff. I've never been fully convinced by that argument. I feel like if they are out there, we'll eventually find out, but I haven't found any evidence of them existing yet very compelling. Of course, it could be one of those governments hiding it up to prevent mass panic kind of things. I don't know. That's never been a conspiracy theory that's particularly strike my fancy. So I guess we're just gonna try and run around the Citadel until we run into Garmond, and then talk to him. Oh, can I grab that? Please? Please? No? Okay. Fine. Oh boy. Paladins or the knight? Who is stronger? Paladins are the first ever knights in history. The knight. I mean, I would, if you're saying who's stronger, the first version of the knights or the medieval, like sort of our more modern conception of knights, which is full plate armor, the dudes in plate armor are gonna win. Like, hey man, I may be grayscale mail, you know, big proponent of scale mail. Scale mail is good because it is cheap. It's not good because it's gonna keep you alive compared to other forms of armor. And even then, like, there are... I can't remember if scale mail is technically more or less expensive than like chainmail. Because I know chainmail was considered sort of like the standard at a certain point because it was easy to sort of mass produce and make consistently. But it wasn't also, it wasn't cheap either. No, not, or yeah, this room. Oh yeah, I hate the tiny little startup that they have. Just throws off my timing. Ay. Where's the nearest bench? I'm trying to think. Might be here in High Halls. Or no, this isn't where I think it is. Templar Knights or Royal Knights? Who is stronger? Probably Royal Knight. Again, it's just a matter of time period, in my opinion. Like, those who had better technology are more likely to win. We get to see the slap cutscene. Yippee! Ah. Didn't mean to claw line that way, but we'll roll with it. Okay, come on, Garmond. I know you spawn in this room occasionally. Work with me here. Oh, I didn't open up this from this side. Did ancient China really have kung fu masters or just fakes? I mean, there certainly was, like, martial arts does have, you know, basis in history. It's just a matter of, like, the level of proficiency is, I think, a little overblown. And the reason why, you know, Japan and China had developed martial arts so intensely was because they lived in societies where carrying weapons as a civilian was illegal. So it became more viable to find ways to defend yourself without any weapons or you know, tools, because the people who were assaulting you likely also didn't have weapons or tools.
Wow!
So I think it was something that was born out of practicality, but it wasn't, like, mind-boggling. Like, you look at martial arts nowadays, and by all accounts, it's probably the pinnacle of what, you know, humans are capable of. Like, I would really struggle to believe that somehow in the ancient days, there were people who were more proficient at martial arts than people who are alive today. You feel me? I don't think there is anything special about ancient martial arts. Get away from me. Maybe if I turn in these pins, I'm probably going to, if this doesn't work, I'm going to look up Garmond on the Silksong wiki and see what triggers him to show up, assuming that the wiki's accurate. Well, he's still not here. Yeah. Don't know where this guy went. You know, I should probably go and find my cocoon before it breaks. Because I died, didn't I? Or did I pick it up? I can't remember. Where even did I die? That's new. Alright, let's take a look at the wiki. Ancient Mongolian Emperor, ancient Sparta Empire starting a war. The problem with Sparta versus Mongolia, in my opinion, is that I'm not sure about the size of each army. Like, the Mongols were exceptional in a lot of ways, and they were able to kind of run buckshot through China and the surrounding countries to create their empire. But part of that was a combination of, like, political, you know, infighting between the various regions in China and the decline of the previous dynasty, alongside just how hyper-mobile the Mongolians were. And so to me, it would really come down to, like, how big is each army, and what's the terrain like? Are they fighting, or do they both start in their original locations and they have to, like, meet in the middle? Because if it's a land war, I would be surprised if Mongol would lose. But if we're talking about, like, a naval war, I mean, Spartan wasn't exactly known for their naval combat, but they certainly were more proficient in it because they were in sort of in the Mediterranean, so, like, they had to have some boats. Whereas the Mongols were very much just sort of dedicated to horseback. Okay, The wiki is saying it's possible to miss the chance to duel if Hornet does not speak to Garmon at any point during her travels, as once he has entered the Citadel, he does not reappear in any rooms that he has been seen in before. I feel like I haven't... Have I really just not talked to Garmond at all? That seems a little excessive. But that might be true. I don't know. But I guess I'm just gonna keep running through hallways for a little bit before I give up. The other thing I should look at is how many maps from Chakra do I have. I've got a good chunk of them, but I need the one from Greymore. I need to go to, what's it called? The Chakra quest is less, there's less opportunity for it to fail, to enter into a fail state, but it would require me to visit a lot more areas and do a lot more circling around. I guess I have to do it eventually, but I don't know. I do really want to keep just pushing against this High Halls arena, because I feel like I don't know, I might not be making a ton of progress, but I feel like, I'm torn. Because I do know that you need to complete Chakra's quest eventually. It's a requirement to get into Act 3, but I also... You don't need to beat Chakra's quest in order to see an ending, and I kind of want to beat the game just period flat first, and then I can go and do all the prerequisites for Act 3. So that's kind of my disposition on it right now. So the amount of time and the amount of deaths it would take in order to visit all of the other places on the map in order to get all of Chakra's maps seems like too much effort. I'd rather just kind of run through hallways and see if I can't trigger Garmond. There he is. There's the boy. See, you speak of the devil and he shall appear. Ay ay ay. Let's not die before we have the opportunity to talk to him. Entuma!
Oh, opaga.
Nesvir?
Oh, Torora Tanin. Olina Molem. Olina Molem.
Okay, we have thoroughly talked to the man. So let's head back to Songclave. Actually, wait a second. Do I have? I can't remember if I unlocked it. I think I did. I think I unlocked the pneumo tube on the left here, which would save me the walk. Old bug with unknown legendary stick. I don't think it's a nail. It certainly looks like some kind of stick or stave. I don't know. Well, actually, I mean, what it really is, it's a lance, because he's using it for mounted combat. I don't know what real life, small pointy thing it's meant to be. Let's see. Let's see what the wiki says. I have it pulled up. Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't say. I think it's supposed to be a nail, or like it looks kind of. It looks more natural than something like Hornet's Needle, which is meant to be steel. So it might be a nail of some kind. Shishing! Alrighty. Let's fight.
T Farada Bra. Oh, bro.
I really love Garmond. He's such a goofy goober. Reminds me a lot of, like, Don Quixote. I think that might be the source of the inspiration. I'm not sure. But, you know, a crazy old man on his trusty steed. That's a lot of Don Quixote vibes. Yeah, this guy can take a lot of punishment. I've staggered him, what, like 4 times now? There we go. Bro is just getting wombo comboed into the spikes. Alright, we unlocked Garmond. That's nice. Oof, man, I can't believe I've been streaming for 3 hours already. I'm not sure how much longer I'm gonna go. But we'll do a couple attempts with Garmond and see how that goes. Because again, it's just difficult to keep track of. I'm already keeping track of multiple enemies, and then when you add in an NPC who's kind of flailing about, it just kind of makes things messy. In theory, he's going to be helpful, but it's kind of a big in theory. Ay, dude. What a corner. Oh boy. Man, how much health does this guy have? There we go. I just realized no one is armor farming in the Silksong. Interesting. What do you mean by that, dude? Huh? Okay, I need to be careful, because this guy's jump attacks will push these big guys into me, which is how I got hit before, and I got really upset by it. So I think I just play a bit more careful than I normally do. Ooh, that was close. Oh, in Hollow Knight, Quirrell and the enemy in the green path are just ore farming. I mean, you know, oh, you're talking about enemies who are just sort of standing looking out of the lake? Yeah, I guess there aren't a ton of enemies. Well, there's the Watcher. There's the Watcher at the edge. I'd argue that he's ore farming. He ore farmed so hard that he turned into a statue. Ooh, that was close. You're right, I forgot about that guy. Yeah, most people forget about Watcher at the Edge. I actually really enjoyed him. Like, he has really fast attacks, but it's a simple boss fight, and it's just kind of fun to kind of play that reflex game with him. Let's go, Garmond. My boy. I'm glad at least it seems the enemies don't really acknowledge Garmond, which is good, because if Garmond had the possibility of drawing aggro, that could really throw off my ability to predict what the enemies are going to do. So in a way, like, even though, you know, like in Elden Ring, it's really nice when your summons will draw aggro, in a game like this, I think it's just kind of better for them to not act in a really unpredictable way. Ay. I just jumped into that guy. But honestly, that was pretty good. I think we got decently far. I need to rest at that, the High Halls bench. But I think that's actually a really good sign. I definitely was most likely coping. In like, no, it actually makes it more difficult because it's harder to see what's going on. That was kind of coping me not wanting to go out and get Garmond. Ay. I can't believe I missed that. What a goober. Oh boy, that was close. There we go. So not coming back, the Twitch guy? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I mean, that guy who sent the message. Yeah. When people are like, oh, add me on Discord, like, okay, buddy. What scam are you trying to pull here? I don't really care. Like, he wasn't advertising anything necessarily. I guess he was trying to elicit me to add him on Discord, so then he's like, oh, I'll come back with a bunch of dudes. Like, I'm not about that like, view game. I don't care. I'm happy to have found... Okay. See, that instance, Garmond actually screwed me over, because he triggered a counter that I wasn't expecting. So it's stuff like that, where it's like, I get annoyed because it's another random variable that's outside of my control. But I think if I'm just a little bit more cognizant of it, the benefits outweigh the downsides. But yeah. Garmond, like, the waves where you're fighting the counter fly guys suck with Garmond, because he just moves them around in ways that I'm not expecting and want them to, and forces them to counter. Like, it's just not clean. Come on, charge guy. There you go. Come on. Sometimes being unemployed is the best. Dude, it's Saturday. Like, what are you... I'm employed. Ay, 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 dude. That's... Oh, come on. I got hit again? Bro. Saturday? Yeah, I mean, I work a normal, like, 9 to 5. Ay, 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 dude, I didn't expect him to immediately go for a spin. That sucks. Whew. Oh, bro, Garmund pushed the Cogfly into me. That sucks. Again, it's stuff like that where it's like, I get really frustrated when that happens. And if it keeps happening consistently and I'm losing health before I get to the first mid-boss, I'm gonna turn Garmund off. Because I'm... Even if he is helping me kill these guys faster, you know, that only helps so much. And if I'm losing health that I can't afford to lose, that's a bigger downside than maybe, you know, getting through these fights a little bit quicker. I can't believe I didn't dodge away. I was being an absolute dummy. But yeah, we'll give Garmund a few more tries. I'm becoming a little bit dissuaded if he continues to hit enemies into me. Like, he's not serving his purpose as actual help. He's just being annoying. If I could please hit the charging dude instead of you guys just constantly... Like, how... Dude, the bounce back from the attack against the charging dude knocked me into the pin being thrown. That's annoying. Oh my goodness, dude. I just wasn't paying attention, I guess. I don't flippin' know. I'm getting upset. Of course that hit me. Why would it not hit me? Ay, 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 dude. Bro, stop playing. Oh my... I missed him by a fraction of an inch. That is crazy. Dude, oh my goodness. I got... I hate that jump so much. Please stop running away from me, Bell Thrower. Do you think this game is the hardest arena of the whole game, or just... Oh, it's the hardest arena of the whole game. It's so freaking long. Like, there's nothing else that's this long. It is the hardest arena of the game, unquestionably. Sure, it doesn't have, like, every possible annoying enemy in it. And you could argue, if you count the Tower of Karak as one single combat arena, it might have more waves in it, in which case that one might be more difficult. But no, especially since this is one of the few things that's on the critical path for completion, I'd say this is the hardest one. Ooh, boy. That was close. Dude, oh my goodness, that bell, man, it took up the entire ground, made it unsafe to be there, and then I just got cornered by the top. That sucks. Like, maybe the strat is to just get more aggressive about hitting the bells back rather than trying to avoid them. Because the amount of control they have over the arena is absurd. Oh, there we go. Alright, be careful and slow here. Don't get cornered. Getting cornered. There we go. Okay. Come on, baby. Oh, come on, the tall one. I was expecting it to be a low one, but it was a tall one. That sucks. I always hate it when the reaction is good, but I was just reacting to the wrong thing because the tell as to which cogfly is going, like I'd have to be watching 4 different entities simultaneously just to be able to tell exactly which cogfly is about to be thrown. And what that then translates to in terms of how I need to dodge it. So it's just kind of easier to just go, well, he's making a noise, he's about to do something. Bro, stop backing up like a wuss. Fight me like a man. Yeah, 54 attempts just today. Again, I'm approaching 100 attempts in high halls alone. It's getting ridiculous. I may not be very good at this game, but I am nothing if not dedicated. Oh, you're kidding me, dude. That's tragic. Ooh, boy, that was close. Dude, oh my goodness, I can't believe I didn't die there. That's crazy. Come on, Kirby music, take me home. They're so close. Oh yeah, they were just on the cusp of dying. Oh, dude, Garbund hit that cogfly upwards. That almost killed me. That's crazy. Please die. Thank you. No! Oh my goodness. I got ever so slightly out of position trying to kill that flying knight, and then, that sucks. Oh, dude, I thought I miscounted the amount of hits that he had. I thought that would be it. I hate when they back up like that. And I miss my dive as a result. Ooh, that was close. Watching for 3 hours against my muscle memories is still reminding me, yeah, to remind you to bind. Yep. That's actually kind of the funny thing is, my muscle memory to bind is kind of scuffed now. My binds when I'm playing without this stupid rule, I bind at the worst times because like my instincts on it are so shot. I'm like, there's this extra layer of fog of like, oh wait a second, I can bind. Oh, let me do that. And then I'm not paying attention to like where I am and where the enemies are, so I just get hit and lose bind. So yeah, that's been a struggle. I have definitely cooked my brain a little bit, doing this challenge. Dude, what the hell, man? They just countered. How are you supposed to get through that? They countered as they just cornered me. They're invincible. They were just 2 giant hitboxes that pushed me into the corner. That's ridiculous, man. Bro, perfectly vertical. That's crazy. Nope. Okay. Oh, bro. Okay. So I know exactly what happened there. When the conductor summons the cogflies to go into the circle, cogflies will momentarily stop if they got thrown out previously. So my man, I expected him to fly away, and so I just ended up running into him because he got staggered by the command to go into a circle, which is so many levels of scuffed, dude. It's absolutely tragic, and it's why I hate the conductors so much. There's just layers of scuff to them. How did I not get hit there? Holy crap. Dude, that sucks. The pincer jump is crazy. There's nowhere to run. I'm just gonna let Garmond deal with these guys. I'm just gonna play defensive. Thank you, Garmond. Always be sure to thank your Garmonds. Ooh boy, did not expect that counter to trigger. Okay, there we go, there we go. Oh dude, that's tragic. Ooh, that was close. Thank you, Garmond. Okie dokie. Zanzibar! Honestly, I think there's an extra layer of Garmond's usefulness, which is just morale. My man is so happy to be here, and that makes me happy to be here. Oh, that was tight. Okay, let's just get out of this corner. Ooh, that was close. Dude, the bell. The bell that you can't see because there's so much junk going on the screen. Dude, that sucks. I see that. Don't think I don't see you there. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, that was clutch. Thank goodness that guy did not decide to jump until I just managed to kill. No! Oh, the bell! Oh! I dodged. I was on the right. The bell was thrown at me. I dodged left. I saw the dude charging up his whip attack. I dodged right. I ran into the bell that was still lingering because it lasts 8 centuries, dude. That's tragic. Please die soon. Thank you. Oh goodness, I whiffed. I whiffed. Ah. Hi, ay. Dude, I'm eating all of these attacks. That's so frustrating. I got traumatized by watching this. I have no idea he's still doing this like nothing happens. It's numbness. If you want to know the real reason why I am numb to this, go onto my YouTube channel and look at some of the other live streams that I did. I did a similar challenge to this with no healing, no upgrades for Hollow Knight. I did have a limited charm loadout. I wasn't completely insane, but I did do a Steel Soul, no charms, no upgrades, no healing run, and I beat Pantheon 5 doing that. You want to talk about going numb? That's going numb. I don't necessarily recommend you watch it, but just kind of like scroll through it a little bit and just kind of see me at the same bosses over and over and over again. And yeah, I have built up a lot of patience for these games. Which is funny, because I don't really have that patience. I don't have this patience for a lot of other games. It's not like I'm a saint. My patience is generally pretty thin, but repetition does a lot to make you numb. That sucks. I thoroughly expected he'd throw left. Yeah, that was dumb. Alright, what's my out here? How many more deaths am I gonna take before I call it? Let's call it 165. Ooh boy. Alright. Looks like... Hold on, let me... Before I say it. For wave 1 without taking damage is always a good thing. Always something to celebrate. Let my man say Zenzibo! How dare you, you monster! I don't know what's going on there, so I'm just gonna let it... Give these guys an opportunity to separate themselves a little bit. Like that, thank you! Yeah, that's on me. we go. Okie dokie. I hate when they get stuck on the floor like that, because that throws me off like nothing else. Thank you, Garmon, for hitting that guy upwards. Oh, Garmon, you're goated. You're so goated. I regret saying anything mean about you ever. I'm sorry. Let's go. Shishing! Oh boy. Nice. I can't believe I got hit by that. Oh boy, that was close. Oh boy, that was... Ooh. I can't... that sucks. It sucks. Oh well. Let's just play this slow. Okay. Thank you, Garmond. Garmon, if you could take rid of that bell thrower, I would love you forever. Fine, I'll do it myself. Garmon mustache or random German mustache with weird mustache, who is stronger? Garmon mustache for years, for centuries. Have you seen this man's mustache? Look at it. It's beautiful. It's immaculate. Ooh, that was close, that was close, that was close. Come on, baby. Please don't hit me with jank. Please no jank. Good sir, please don't hit me with jank. I'm begging you, don't hit me with jank. Thank you. Okay, we got to the final wave. This is gonna take a while. No! Oh my goodness, I ran into him. Oh. We were doing pretty good. Oh, that's tragic. Yeah, but I think I'm thoroughly a Garmon believer now. I had my doubts, but... Oh boy, that was close. Get out of this corner. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. I should have climbed up the wall like this instead of jumping, but oh well. Oh, yo, Mennonite's Revenge. I love this song. This is specifically the one from Kirby's Epic Yarn, if I'm correct. Pretty sure I'm right. Yep, I knew they'd go for a jump. I was just waiting for it. Thank you. Nope. Did Monopoly Man actually look good? I think the mustache and the top hat's a vibe. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's cool. Dude, I can't believe the tiniest. I thought I was safe. I swore I would be safe, but no. Just got microspace there. Dude.
Wow.
Ay, ay, ay. Conductors are still getting me. I mean, I'm not, you know, like, I think some kind of facial hair, if, is nice, but there are men who pull off, you know, clean shave pretty well, and there are people who pull off, you know, beard pretty well. I'd say that if you're bald, it's probably best to have some kind of facial hair. If you're just a pure cue ball, kind of looks a little weird, not gonna lie. I had a high school teacher that was a pure cue ball. I think he pulled it off decently well, but he was also just a massive physics nerd. So it kind of, like, it just kind of depends on the vibe you're trying to put out. Dude, oh my goodness. I whiffed that so hard. I knew that I was gonna take damage as soon as it happened. Giga Chad face plus bald equals 0.00. Yeah. Legendary handsome. Like, there are so few people who can pull off cue ball. You've gotta have, you either have to have, like, the most legendary face for it, or you have to pull off the vibe of kind of being a massive dweeb. Oh boy. That was scary. Boys, what? Brother, now you're... In context of fucking what, dude? Like, am I gonna need to put you on an FBI list, my guy? Like, what are we talking about here? The fat... Men's? I'm still not entirely sure what the hell you're talking about, but... Shh. I'm just not gonna comment anymore. Oh boy, that was very close. Of course, yep.
Wow!
Alright, this is the last attempt before I call it for today. Almost 4 hours. That's... Yeah, that's a lot of dying to high halls. Oh boy, that was close. If I don't alert the guy on the ground, he's de-aggroed from me. So I can just take this guy out. Oh, that sucks. I got bonked on the ceiling like an idiot. Oh. Okay. Yeah, that... Yeah, I like men's fashion more. Like, I think suits are cool. Yeah, you clearly swim in some circles that I don't, and you're using a lot of... I don't know if you're just shit at communicating, or if there's a lot of lingo that I'm just not privy to, but... When you say, what team are you, boys or men's, I'm like, excuse me? Bro, Garmin pushed me up into that when I was going for a dive. That sucks. Dude, okay, I can't. I almost died. My life flashed before my eyes right there. Yep. Okay.
Wow!
Well, that's 165. Screw it. I'm gonna go until I get past the first choir clapper. If that's this run, then I'll quit. If it's 6 runs from now, then that's how long it'll take. I'm not doing anything today. Yeah, 62 attempts is a lot. It could be more, though. That's sort of the ultimate thing about this, is that, like, yes, I'm suffering, haha, I'm in pain, this is super frustrating, I'm getting angry. Dog, I love this combat system so much. if this was any other game, I would have given up so long ago. But the movement here is immaculate. Oh boy. Oh, dude, that sucks. Oh, come on. That sucks. That is really interesting. Silksong didn't make you mad, but other games did. I mean, Silksong does make me mad. Like, I've gotten pretty heated this session a good couple of times. And like, when I was playing Hollow Knight, I definitely got upset a good number of times. But then there's also just the fact that, like, when I'm aware that I'm streaming, there is a sort of upper limit to how mad I allow myself to get. When I'm by myself and I sort of get into it, you know, get stuck on something difficult, I get a lot more animated. I'm not really looking to do that, and have that be preserved in Amber Online for all of eternity. So, I think I come across as a bit more reasonable when I stream compared to when I play just by myself. Yep, that sucks. Alright, well, I did say I'll quit once I got past the choir clapper, and I did, so. Alright, that was a mostly unproductive session. We did get Garmond, so that's something, and hopefully that will help us get, you know, push over the edge. But only one attempt after what was it, 63, 64 attempts, and I only got to the final wave once. That's bad. Considering the last session I did, that was like 40 or so attempts, I got to the final wave like 2 or 3 times. So that was overall not great. But this was also the first time that I had people actively in chat, and so I was splitting my focus a little bit, which was fun. I would not have streamed for nearly as long if no one else was in chat. So thank you, Mr. Bones, for sticking with me and making the stream a lot more memorable. But with all of that said, I would like to thank you all for watching. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and God bless.